Hey everybody, it's Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Monday, happy New Year's Eve, happy last day of 2018. Today we're looking back at some of the headlines in a year that has been very, very crazy for you all. Hey, congratulations. You've stuck with us. You're watching this. You're a devotee of the crypto market at that point, and you have survived an insane bear phase. So we'll take a look at a 2018 recap from a few different angles. I will also give you guys my top 3 strategies for 2019 for the new year going forward. Very simple, one word each, and that's just going to encapsulate my philosophy. It's something I thought I would share with you guys as we embark on this new year in 2019. Let's take a look here at some of these crazy price predictions, which we may have forgotten about by now, but these were all of the incorrect Bitcoin price predictions that were missed by the main crypto experts in 2018. Of course, you can read the intro here, but it just goes on to say that it's been a difficult year. It's been an extended bear market, no doubt about it, and that really flies in the face of what we saw in late 2017 with the financial hysteria in the crypto markets. However, after a year of a bear market with the recent November crash, a lot of these predictions, even when coming from top experts, are now seen ridiculous in the way that they missed their targets. So taking a look at some of them, we won't go into too much detail here, but you may remember that Pantera Capital called for $20,000 for Bitcoin unit price by the end of 2018. You have Tom Lee over at Fundstrat Global. He called for $25,000 by the end of 2018, even higher. And he's since had to come out and say that, look, I'm readjusting my predictions. Don't ask me any more questions either because I'm not willing to comment. So he's definitely come under fire. All of them have. Morgan Creek said $50,000 by the end of 2018. Pfeffer Capital, $75,000 by the end of 2018. Do you notice a trend here, though, by the way, guys? These are all people that have a vested interest in getting you to invest in their companies. Maybe they're involved in the space. They're very, very deep in cryptocurrency. Some of them are hedge funds. So you got to take this stuff with a grain of salt. But then here's the icing on the cake. Saxo Bank, K. Van Peterson, they said $100,000 per Bitcoin by the end of 2018. Finally, one of the most bullish predictions came from Saxo Bank's analyst, K. Van Peterson. Van Peterson has had several accurate predictions about Bitcoin in the past. One of them predicted Bitcoin hitting $2,000 in 2017, which came true in May of that bullish year. But after that, Van Peterson had made up another prediction calling for $100,000 by December 2018, which is where we are here. Unfortunately, that did not come to pass. And we haven't heard much out of John McAfee lately, but his predictions are still certainly strong. You have others as well, like Mike Novogratz, that have had to recalibrate some of their statements. Nonetheless, guys, the future is optimistic, and analysts are talking about how Bitcoin could breach that figure of $100,000 and is a better store of value than gold. So this comes from an interview with Bloomberg. You had Lou Kerner, who's a founding partner of Crypto Oracle. He sat down with them on Sunday to eulogize the flagship cryptocurrency. And when asked about value propositions, the investor claimed that Bitcoin has, quote, the opportunity to replace and oust gold, which sports a cumulative market capitalization of $8 trillion as the dominant store of value. So I don't really want to go over the entire article here, but just to say that, these voices are going to continue. Yes, as I said just a moment ago, take it with a grain of salt. But however, just rest assured that there are those out there that are very bullish, that yes, maybe they have their interests aligned along with the success of cryptocurrency and gold, but that doesn't mean they're wrong about some of the statements that they make. In this case, Mr. Kerner talks about the dollar, which is a Ponzi scheme in his opinion. There is some merit to why gold, if it were to be adopted by everybody, stands out and is a better performer and is more transparent and accountable than a system like gold. So take a look at this if you need a little bit of a boost. We're going to link to it, of course, in the description below. And here's an Altcoin Buzz tweet from a couple of days ago taking a look at the year that was in 2018. There's so much that happened. People said that Binance Coin was a unicorn. Ethereum was not a security. We've had all kinds of SEC and CFTC deliberations. XRP RippleNet, XRP XRapid, of course. You had the Bitcoin Cash fork. NEM was hacked. You had the Tron mainnet MCO cards, NPXS proof of stake, and on and on and on. All of these in one form or another are a news story that we covered. There was a lot that happened, even in addition to the market movements and the prices, which did retrace, did take a hit. But you have the underlying financial institutions that are making their way in, that are making those inroads. Probably more important than even that was the success of the Lightning Network, which just expanded meteorically and exponentially in 2018. That's something that I'm thankful for personally. And despite the fact that we're still sitting on this kind of stagnant market at the moment, down 0.5% in the last 24 hours, there is a lot that I'm thankful for. I joined Altcoin Buzz this year back in April of 2018, and I'm so happy with the support that you've shown us, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. We have over 1,000 videos that we've produced. We have a couple of 100,000 plus subscribers. We love providing content for you all. We're going to continue with our collectibles initiative since that's something that's really, really popular. And I just want to let you know, it brings not only myself, but it brings all of us on the Altcoin Buzz staff great pleasure to be able to produce content and to interact with you, our loyal fans and subscribers. So thank you for a great year. You've stuck with us performance-wise. We've had better years in the crypto space, no doubt about it, but we're bracing ourselves, we're poised, and when things pick up, and you know, as I always say, it's a question of when, not if. When things pick up, Altcoin Buzz is going to be there, ready to chart new grounds, and we cannot wait. So with all that being said, I just wanted to lay out very quickly with one-word answers my top 3 strategies, the way that I'm framing my mentality for 2019 and the goals that I'm setting for myself with cryptocurrency. Now, people have talked about it before, how this may not only be a 1-year bear market. What if it's 2 or 3 years or longer? It doesn't faze me, because the first goal that I have is an accumulation goal for cryptocurrency. So this speaks a little bit to persistence, to stick-to-itiveness. And here's the idea. I mean, if you have Bitcoin at $20,000 and then all of a sudden retraces, do you want to make your investments at $20,000, or do you want to make them when Bitcoin is 10,000, 7,000, 6,000, maybe 4,000 as it is now? The more months that we have and the more time that we have to accumulate at the lows, that just is an advantage for when things ultimately do pick back up. You've had a longer opportunity to accumulate at the lows if you've taken advantage at the lows. And ultimately, if you look at it in a binary sense, you're going to accumulate more wealth if you've diligently and in a disciplined manner invested during the lows. As Mr. Warren Buffett always says, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. I'm feeling kind of greedy at the moment, and I'm going to continue to accumulate and be greedy for as long as this bear market continues. That's just my personal philosophy. Number 2, research is going to be very important. So just yesterday in the news segment, we highlighted the Wall Street Journal, which rightfully called out 500 plus startups in the crypto space, ICOs, that were straight up scams, that were straight up ripping off, plagiarizing their white papers, that had no working product, that had nothing to offer the space. They were just bandwagoning onto this trend. So as our namesake here at Altcoin Buzz suggests, we are into projects beyond just the Bitcoins of the world. We're into some of the smaller altcoins, but that means researching them diligently, reaching out to their teams, understanding what it is that they're providing to the world, the use cases, the practical, pragmatic products that they're putting forward, knowing that stuff inside out. We've talked about some of those recently. There are some that get us excited, but believe me, we have done our research. All about research. It's all about vetting the project and the team. And number 3, which kind of relates back to number 1, is patience. I think patience, resilience, persistence is important. And whether this bear market lasts another year or another 5 years, it doesn't really change much. Guys, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb in 1879. Do you think 1 year later in 1880, they had hydroelectric plants and power grids and electrically powered cities? It took a little bit long. So that revolution, that moment, that insightfulness changed the world, but everybody else had to kind of catch up to that. And that's how I see blockchain and Bitcoin and crypto at the moment. I think patience, as we've all heard before, is a virtue. It's especially applicable in this space. So I intend to practice patience. I intend to tie that back into my first goal of accumulation and weather the storm intelligently for as long as it needs to be weathered. Smooth seas never made for a skilled sailor. So these are my top 3 goals for 2019, distilled down into one word as they relate to the cryptocurrency space. Let me know what yours are in the comments below. I'd love to know whether you agree with mine, maybe you disagree with them, but what are your personal goals, whether cryptocurrency or beyond? We'd love to hear your perspective on this issue. There is always a lot to look forward to with a new year dawning. There's a lot to be thankful for when looking back on the year that was as well. So we do hope that you follow us, everybody. Follow Altcoin Buzz and Altcoin Buzz News. We're also on Facebook and Instagram and Telegram. Check out our last video here on the right. If you choose to invest, whether it's today, whether it's in the new year, or at some point in the future, we wish you only the very best of luck. Thanks for sticking with us, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army, as our loyal subscribers. We have big things underway for this site, for this channel, and plans going forward that you will be hearing about very soon. I wish you a very safe and very happy start to 2019. Happy New Year from all of us. All the very best. And we hope to see you again soon in 2019 in our next video. Take care.